Hi, Kim.
Hello, how are you?
I'm awesome. It's always a pleasure to share the stage with you. So, you guys, you eat your own dog food. You collaborate, right? I mean, between your partnerships with other operators and your peers, your willingness to provide addressable data, your willingness to, contribute to sort of creating a national addressable footprint. Like, you guys are really taking leadership there. Tell me about what you've had to do to be able to be that player and make those markets in the industry.
So, we've made a lot of markets. I think I'd like to start with that. At Spectrum Reach, we're the advertising arm of Charter, and what we do actually is sell multi-platform solutions, both digital and linear, across a couple marketplaces. We have ad solutions for local advertisers, regional advertisers, and national advertisers. And a lot of it is around data addressability, smarter television through informed and, using data for informed buying. But it's been hard. I mean, really hard. I think first you have to change culture. And one thing I've learned sort of being a change agent in a very large company, we have 3,000 employees just in the advertising group, is, changing culture. If it's between culture and change, culture always wins. So I think education is key. We embed digital sellers into our local markets. They all come from digital. They help our TV people learn how to speak the language of data. We're very focused on convergence. Our national business is supported by and managed by Ampersand. I know Nicole Pangus couldn't make it today, but we have a lot of traction there as well. But it's a lot of heavy lifting, and it takes focus. And it's interesting just listening to everybody here. I'm realizing there's actually a lot more going on in local markets than I think everybody's aware of. Mm-hmm. And I would almost suggest that some of the stuff that we and other companies are doing in local markets could actually, help us with how we want to push the national footprint forward. When you're dealing with a business owner or small to mid-size agency, you're getting quick decisions. They understand their audiences. They may, in some cases, have fairly sophisticated data. And we do a lot at a local level that really helps drive a lot of the thinking that we do with product development and sort of bringing products to market.
Yeah, and I think there's the interconnect, and there are lots of things that reflect a spirit of collaboration that is unique. I think you guys also had your hand force first, right? I mean, you had the data, you have the set-top box footprint. It's sort of, it was a combination between a curse and a gift horse looking you in the mouth, right? And so how do you sort of feel about data? Where does data fit within the Spectrum Reach culture? Is it a new product? Is it an enabler? Is it opportunistic? Is it sort of just more, it's a monkey on the back? Like, what's the perception of that set-top box data within the culture right now?
So I think it's actually data's pretty embedded in our culture. We've been working with it for a long period of time, and in some cases it might take the form of insights and better planning for smart TV, if we're using data really just to understand what networks and programs tie to a specific audience. But we're extremely protective of the data really for the right reason. Our consumer business is, I think Sean said it earlier, consumer business is the business that we're really in. Yep. The ad business is sort of a secondary business for us. So it's important that everything we do is aggregated, anonymized, and that we have the right protections in place. But I think we've come a long way at understanding that in a way that we can actually still sort of build the marketplaces using the data in an anonymous and safe way.
So it's interesting. So is data? You guys obviously, data is part of the levers in your arsenal that you can pull to make a market yourself or to be a better partner in a market, right? Is data a product to you? Is it how do you look at it? Is it an asset? It's a product? It's a tool? Actually, it's a little cerebral, but I think the optics of what your subscriber data are, given how precious you need to be about it, what does that play vis-a-vis your advertising P&L?
So I think it just helps us help our customers who are advertisers be better marketers. So maybe more enablement. It doesn't really feel like a product on its own because I think data, media automation, the ability to transact with ease, all come into how we all want to be able to, target audiences today and in the future. So it feels more enablement based to me, as opposed to actually a specific product.